All right. Here we go. Okay. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Hardspace Shipbreaker. I was feeling like streaming, but I couldn't really decide what I felt like streaming. So this is a game that I've been playing for a bit. I've played through the campaign, and you know, when I just kind of want to relax and decompress after a day, no pun intended, you'll see, I like to fire this up and just break down some ships. So we are just going to jump into free play here. Let's just start with an easy one. Actually, yeah. Or maybe I should start with a harder one. Now let's start with an easy one. Maybe we'll work our way through them. I don't know how long I'm going to play. I don't know how long I'm going to stream. Let's just relax. Break some things down. Anybody jumps on in, we can chat and just hang out. Here we go. I've actually never played free play, so I'm not really sure what all we're in for, but we will find out. Hey Gavin, how's it going? Doing pretty good. Just relaxing a bit, breaking down some ships.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you. I was just saying, I was feeling like streaming, but I didn't really feel like playing any of the stuff we've been playing. Just kind of wanted to relax a bit, so I figured I'd fire this up. I've been playing it a bit more recently.
Object processed.
Figured I'd jump right in and share it with everyone, because why not? Yeah, exactly. And especially since I've already played through the campaign. I think I have 2 achievements left, and they're kind of obnoxious to get, so I'm not really worrying about them. And especially with the timer and requirements all turned off, this is just kind of a very nice, relax and chill game.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Is it on Steam? It is on Steam. Let's see. I still don't know. You used to be able to get to the store page just like from here, but I don't think you can anymore, which is kind of obnoxious. But I think if I go in here, then I can go here. Here we go. Yeah. Hardspace Shipbreaker 2020. Very positive. It's actually on sale right now. 65% off. Highly recommend. Campaign is okay. The story's like not great, but the gameplay is phenomenal, and it's kind of a short story, so you get through it pretty quick, and then it all just kind of opens up. Come down in here. Let's see, is that detached now? I think it is. Yep. Right over there. But the basic gist is you get these ships and you have to break them down. And I guess they did a bunch of research when the devs, when they were making the game, they did a bunch of research on like how actual ship breaking works. Because this is like a real profession, right? Where they take like big cargo freighters and things, and after they've run their course, they have to break them down and reuse some of the parts to process the parts. So this is like a real job, and it's super dangerous. But they did a bunch of research into that and made this kind of space version of that. I think they did a pretty good job. it'll be interesting to see. I guess the developers, I think they're Blackbird Interactive, I think they're called. The game was made in 2020, but they actually lost the rights to the game to their publisher. But then I guess they were working with the publisher, and they just bought the rights back. So there is a chance that we'll be seeing some DLC or sequel or something along those lines potentially coming soon. Who knows? But that's exciting because I would love to see more of this game. But the basic gist is you break down the ship, and all the parts go into one of three places. You either get valuable parts that go into the processor, that's these big blue gates. You'll have not so useful parts, like the glass on the furnace here, and a couple other things that go in the furnace, which is the red gates. And then you'll have really valuable stuff, like the nacelles and electrical panels and things, and those all go into the green gate down there, the barge. And for each piece that you correctly process, you get credits to upgrade your equipment, which we're playing in free play, so that upgrade system isn't really a thing. But if you play through the career, then it is. Well, don't be needing Doritos, get rid of those. But there's also, you have to be real careful with it because there's like hazards and things, right? Like if I look at this, look at the structural view, you can see all the different rooms of the ship are represented by these boxes. And they're all green, which means they're pressurized. Which means if I just cut into the ship, it'll explode. So I need to depressurize before I get into it. What is that there? A credit drive. We'll take that. So I need to find an environmental controller, which looks like this. And unfortunately, this one is broken, which means I can't use it to depressurize. So we have to see if there's another one. A little cramped in here. I'm not used to these being so cramped. There's one. So we can pop that.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And that'll depressurize these rooms. So you can see all these rooms are depressurized. The airlock we can depressurize.
Airlock depressurizing.
Good. So all that's left is the cockpit. And we know the atmospheric regulator in the cockpit was damaged, so we're not going to be able to depressurize that one safely. We're going to have to do it explosively, which sucks. But it's all part of the job. So the way I'm going to do this is probably not great. I'm just going to crack open the cockpit glass and make sure I get out of the way. Right there. The atmospheric regulator was already damaged. Don't give me that. Okay. There we go. So now the whole ship is depressurized.
Credits transferred.
And so now we can go in. This is garbage because it's broken. So now we can go in and start breaking this thing down. Let's cut this out of here. Whoop. Hold up. That goes in the furnace. And I don't think this is quite detached yet. We can cut it there. And right there. Now I can take the glass out. There.
Raw material deposited. Transferring.
And there's all kinds of other hazards and things. this, does this have a reactor? It looks like it does. There's a thruster, so we'll have to deal with that. And it has a reactor, so we'll have to deal with that. Radiation filters, I haven't dealt with those in a while. So, but all of these things have the potential to cause problems for us. And problems can be hefty. Because this is space, right? So if it blasts us out and we can't get control of us, we can get flung off into space, or our helmet could crack and we'll lose oxygen and all kinds of things. So gotta be careful. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get, what is this? A coolant tank. Kind of want to get this off of here. I think I've detached it. Yep. So we'll pop this light off of there because the light goes in the barge. And this just goes over there into the processor. Okay. We'll grab this power cell. Power cell goes in the barge. Technically, all these little lights go in the barge. Usually what I'll do is I'll grab the bar lights, these guys, because they're a little bit bigger and easier to grab. But lights have such a low value that I usually just don't even bother with them. They're not worth the time, honestly. Let's see. What is next? Can we get this nacelle out of here? That's connected to a fuel pipe. We need to make sure there's no fuel in the fuel pipe. Otherwise, it'll cause a massive fire, and that would be bad. So, let's poke our head in here. Another thing that's usually good to do is where's the reactor? Reactor's back here. Here's the reactor. Gotta be careful. There's a lot of fuel tanks and all kinds of things back here. If we can drop the floor out, though, that usually makes it a little bit easier to get around. Okay, that's right on the bottom. Let's see if we can do this. Be really careful in here. Take that out. And that out. And then the floor drops out. Push this down. We'll detach this computer terminal because that needs to go in the barge. There we go. And now this can go in the processor. There. And now we have nice, easy access up here. Now we still need to shut off the fuel. So I don't really want to touch any of that, but we can do the reactor now. The reactor, the trick to the reactor is when you pull it, it's going to start melting down. And if it melts down, it's going to make a huge explosion and it'll probably kill us and leave a whole bunch of mess. But we can get it out of here. The trick is you have to throw it in the barge before it melts down. So you want to make sure you have a clear path. And that's why I like to... Oh, shoot! That's what happens when you do it wrong. I don't know what I did wrong there, actually. Maybe I hit the wall with it? I don't know. And that caused a huge problem because you can see it ate up. The bar along the top tracks how much money we can make from breaking this ship down. The red area is the stuff that's been destroyed. So you can see it took out a huge chunk of our potential profit. Ugh. And cleaning up this kind of mess is always a pain. Wow. Man!
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
That's what I get for not paying attention. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll clean up what we can and move on. What is that? That does not go in the furnace. Bring that back here. That goes over there. So we'll clean up what we can.
Credits transferred.
This goes in the furnace apparently.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Furnace over there. Ugh. Okay. What a mess.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Man, and it blew up the thrusters too. Oh well.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
You know, part of me's thinking, since this is free play, maybe I should just start over. You know what? Ugh. Let's do that. Let's just start this ship over. That's fine. I don't even remember which ship I did. Which one was that? Was that the first one? I don't know. Let's try, let's try the salvage runner. Alright, let's try this again. What do we got? Alright, so fully pressurized, so we'll need to depressurize the whole thing. What do we got here? We have a class 2 reactor. Just means there's more steps to dealing with it. What is this? A coolant pipe. We have any interesting stuff in there? We do. What do we got there? Thruster fuel. Okay. What is that? Credit drive. Alright, well, let's start where... So usually I like to start with the stuff on the outside, because that stuff can usually just come away without me having to do anything. And it kind of makes the ship footprint smaller, because it's real easy to get things caught on these little dangly bits. And that'll trip you up later, so the more you can the smaller you can make the ship, the better. The easier it'll be later. Go. Let's see, we can take these utility arms off. They also go in the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Here, we can take this one. All right. Let's see. The cockpit is, or an airlock is right here on top, so we can head inside now. And it's real easy to mess yourself up. Like, I could pull this control panel off, right? I could pull it off and throw it in the barge, but if I do that before I go inside, I'll have no way to get inside. So there's definitely an order of operations to doing this. All right, let's see. Do we want to go... Let's go to the front first.
Airlock pressurizing.
So we'll pressurize this room. And we'll head to the front. Close the airlock. Can I just depressurize the whole thing? No. I'm probably going to need to depressurize each individual area. Which is a huge pain. Right? If I hit this, it's... Yeah, it's going to close all the doors.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay.
Air pressure level.
So, what that means is, I need to find another way out. Because once I... Give me that. And I'll take that. In free play, I don't think this really does much, but in the campaign, you can collect posters and plushies and things from the ship to decorate your hub. Alright, so here's the cockpit. The cockpit is usually an easy one you can find another way out of, because you can just cut your way out of the class. Although... I don't know about that. There's an access panel there. I could pop that and depressurize that whole area. That might be a good way to go. If I can get in there. Let's get that out of the way and get this out of the way. Oh. Oh, there's an access panel on the top, too. Okay. Now I can pull this up. A radiation filter. Oh. Radiation filters get introduced near the end of the campaign. I only briefly played with them. I don't really remember how to deal with it. I think if you shake it too hard, it creates a huge, like, AoE damage zone. Oop. Okay. Okay, this one has a broken regulator. I can cut into this glass and use the regulator on that side. Oh, I can connect all these rooms. Okay, hold on. Excuse me? Yeah, let's... Well, actually, that should be all I need to do, but let's go ahead and pop this whole thing out. Because I'm going to need to do that. Oh, no, I won't. Yeah, let's just crack it open then. So I've cracked it open, so these rooms are connected now. And I should be able to do the same with this room. Let me just make sure it's the same. Yep. So I can zap that. Okay, so these three rooms are all connected now. Okay, so now... can I cut that? I don't know if I want to cut that. I'm not sure. Oh, I wonder if I open the door. Let me try something. If I open this and then pop the door panels off, can the door still close, I wonder? We'll find out. Okay. So I can open that. These are all connected. Let's pop these open. Let's pop these off. And then we're going to hit this regulator and see what happens. Unavailable? Man, it ruined my plan. This is gonna suck. Literally. Oh, no, this one's active. Oh, because this room is still isolated. Right. Okay, this is gonna be a mess. Oh, and the door closed even though the panels are gone. Shoot. This is gonna get real ugly. Let's see if I can get out of here. I don't know if I can fit through there, but we're gonna try. Uh-oh. Why? Alright, I don't know what it vented. Can I slip through here? No, absolutely not. Oh, but the whole top came off. That works for me. Alright. Ugh, okay, this is gonna be a mess. But it's fine. Venting is just part of the process. Alright, so let's pull all the stuff out of here. We'll barge it. Get these terminals up here. Alright.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Alright, what else have we got in there?
Secured. Credits awarded.
That goes in the processor, whatever that is. There's a few more terminals. Oh, storage bins. And see, like these, you have to be careful too, because if I pull this toward me too fast, it'll come forward and smack me right in the helmet. It'll crack your helmet, and you'll lose oxygen. And shoot, no, that's not where that goes. And you'll have a bad day. Right, and we'll pop that light off. And I see one more bar light there. Okay. Alright, cockpit is empty, I think.
Salvage deposited.
Except for the little point lights, but I don't do those, so. Okay. Now. This is gonna be a pain. Now we can go back in this way. Oh, this is all vented? Was this already vented? I don't remember.
Airlock pressurizing.
Okay, so we need to depressurize this now. And we can't use the regulator to do it, so we're gonna have to do it explosively. Can I use this one? Nope. I can't use any of these. Fine. Alright, here we go. Grab onto something. Hold on to your butts. That... Oh, that room's pressurized. Oh, I don't want to do it in this room. The radiation filter's in this room. Okay. We can vent to the subfloor. All right. Let's hold on here. Do it right there. Here we go. Okay. How'd we do? Alright, that compartment is somehow still pressurized. And the airlock. Airlock we can deal with. That's the airlock. Okay, that's all fine. Let's get this out of the way.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, and so we need to do this crew room. Which I'm just going to open the door. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, there we go. Everything is depressurized. Now, with these bigger ships, what I usually like to do is get into the outside area. Although I'm not seeing... There should be an outside access port here somewhere. What is that beeping? What is that beeping? It's in here. Okay. How do I get out of here? Panel, aluminum, no. There should be an access point to the subfloor. That's where I really need to be. But I'm not seeing any. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now I need to be a little careful because if stuff shifts around up here, I could very easily get crushed. But this is also the easiest way to open things up and give us some more room to work. Here we go. What is that? Oh, fuses, right. That's a thing. It has something to do with the reactor. I don't really remember, to be honest. Alright, but we can get down here and start popping these open. Start cutting these cut points, and then these outer panels will come off. And then we'll have a bit more room to work. So you can see that one falling away already. There we go. Send that off to salvage. Ooh, credit drive. Very nice. Is this one detached yet? No. Something's still holding it in. Right there. Okay. Just take it nice and slow. Nice and methodical. We'll peel these pieces off. Be careful. I have blown up many fuel tanks by shooting a cut point that had a fuel tank behind it. And as soon as that cut point vaporizes, the whole thing goes up. Alright, there we go. Getting a little close to that radiation shielding, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt us. Not unless we bump it real hard. There we go. Alright. That is still one piece. Let's see. Ugh. Getting a little nervous about getting crushed. Let's get out of here and see what we are looking at. Okay, so we have a couple different pieces. This one can come out, I think. Let's get this coolant tank off. That can go down in the barge. I think you can use the coolant tanks either for the reactor or to do something with neutralizing the radiation. I don't really remember. So we will just not worry about that. Let's get this out. Then we'll send it over to the processor. There it goes. Okay.
Deposit accepted for processing.
All right, now, what about this guy? Bar light? Oh, what is this? Just a plate? It is.
Salvage
That'll be an
secured.
easy one.
Applying credit.
All right, let's get this coolant tank out of here. Now, this piece is detached, but it's too big for me to grab. My grapple won't latch onto it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of this one because I think this one's detached. Yep. Get rid of that. And then when your grapple can't do the job, you use tethers. And I can grab this and say, you go over there. And it'll grab it with a lot more force than my grapple can use. And it'll pull it on over there. All right. Making good progress. Oof. Let's get these out of here.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Where you have to be really careful is when you start getting down to the end of the ship. You can actually, if you bump into it, you can actually end up moving the entire ship. And then things get tricky. Alright, get that over there. I think we can pop that radiation filter out, actually, but give me just a second. Let's come over here. Still working on that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's get this coolant tank. Okay. Now.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Is that detached? I think it is. Oh, maybe not. Because that's wrapped around the cockpit.
Object processed. Transferring credit.
I might need to pull it forward first. Yeah, it is detached. So, I think if I grab this with a tether and pull it that way. Nope, that's not working. Okay, something's still holding it in. Okay, that big one's processed. That's good. Let's see what else we can do here. Let's see, can I pull this out? That's a cut point surrounding it. Let's see if I can fry that. Got it. Okay. If I push this, is it going to cause a problem for me? I don't know. Didn't seem to.
Salvage
Okay, so that hazard's gone. But there is a second one right over here. Let's get rid of this one.
Account credited.
Very gentle. Come on. There we go. Come on out. There we go. Beautiful. We'll just give it a little push. Excellent.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Just pop this access panel out. Fire it right over there.
Processing.
Ooh, that's the ECU. That is part of the reactor. We don't want to touch that yet. The reactor, for a lot of these, the trick to the reactor is you want to have your plan for extraction done. Like, you want to be set, so you just pull it and you're done. Nothing in your way, no maneuvering. Otherwise, as we saw last time, things can go very, very wrong for you.
Object accepted for processing.
So it's usually one of the last things I pull if I can at all help it. Level 1 reactors aren't so bad.
Salvage secure.
I acknowledge that I screwed up the last one really badly, but in general, level 1 reactors aren't so bad, so as long as there's a clear path, sometimes I do those pretty early. But the level 2 reactors are so involved, I almost always clear the entire rest of the ship first and do the level 2 reactor as the very last thing. Alright, here we go. Let's get some of these out of here.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Come on. Ah. Okay, and I think this one's detached. Let's cut that point though. Is that detached? I think so. Give it a push. Yes, okay. So send that way. Make sure it goes up into the processor. Come on, get over there.
Deposit accepted.
Okay, we can pull this rail off. Send it over. Good. These should be free too, yeah? Yeah. Okay. About this one. Is this one? It is. Excellent.
Valuable object accepted.
Okay.
For processing.
How about that one? Is that one detached? Not yet. Okay. So let's loop around, see if we can find the cut point that's keeping that on there. I would also like to get these upper ones off. Pop some of these. More radiation filters up here, so let's be a little careful. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Good. Is that it? It is. Yeah, check that out. Oof. All right, we'll send that one out of here. Good.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Excellent. I think that's a separate one. Yep. The one surrounding the cockpit will need a little bit more handling, but this one is good. That out of here. How are we doing on this side? Nope, there's still stuff holding those in. Let's see what we can see. Oh yeah, here we go. Now notice this coolant line running through here. We need to be real careful not to hit that. Because that, I believe, is connected to the reactor, and it is going to cause us all kinds of trouble if we nick that with our cutter. Go. Beautiful. Okay. So now, what is that? Thermal spreader. No, we're still... I think we're still connected. This one's off. Yeah, so that one can go. All right. This one is off. Let's get that out of the way. I love the music in this game so much. I could listen to this all day long. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike for it. I didn't check to see what terms this is under. Okay, why is this one not coming off? What is still attached here? That is. There we go. Excellent. Okay. All right, is this one detached? It looks like it might be. Sure is. Okay, let's get that one out of here. And then we'll dismantle this airlock. Pull the door panel. Now, yeah, we come down here, cut out the support struts. 1, 2, and we need to cut away these bits that connect the airlock to the hull. Watch that coolant pipe. Okay, there we go. And that'll go down in the processor. And then the airlock comes out. Down into the barge. We can pop this ladder off. Barge that. See if I can get that one in there. Okay. Sometimes the ring comes off, but sometimes it doesn't, so. Okay. Making good progress. And we haven't blown ourselves up yet, so, you know, not too shabby. I would really like to get this out of here, though. I don't think there's any cut points. I think it's all part of the same thing. Yeah. So this structural view will show you where the cut points are. You can see the yellow boxes. I didn't miss any cut points. This is just attached. Which is really obnoxious, actually. On most other ships, this piece functions kind of like a sleeve. It slips around the cockpit, which it even kind of looks like that, but apparently on this particular ship, it's all one piece. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that. Anyway, let's see what else we can do here. We can get these radiation filters. Makes me so nervous. All right, let's pop out here. Pull it up. Careful. Okay, slide it over. And we'll give it a little push. There we go. Now we can take the other access panel. Whoa! Shoot! Oof. That could have very easily cracked my helmet or shot me off into space. That's why you got to be careful with the grapple. Whew. Okay. All right. Now, let's start getting back into here. We can get through these big cargo covers. Let's see. Be real careful because I think the reactor's right below us. Oh, not quite. It's over there. Still. Okay. Got this. You can just go down this line. Can I reach that one from here? I sure can. You can see when you get close to the reactor, it starts screwing up your HUD. Which can be a big problem. Okay. Alright, careful not to cut the coolant line. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, a bunch of this stuff should come out now. There we go. That one too? Not quite yet. This one? This one probably will if I cut that point right there. Now this will probably come out. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Is that loose? It is. Okay, send that. Nope. Careful. Hey. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Come back over here. Whew. Let's try that again. Nope. In the processor. Get in there. Whew. That was almost bad. Alright, let's try that again. A little more careful this time. It can be tricky sometimes, especially on these bigger ships, when you're peeling stuff off the back to make sure it doesn't go into the furnace. That would be not good. Okay. So, what's going on back here? Is this detached? It is not. Alright, we have the thrusters. The thrusters are all connected. I don't want to deal with that just yet. I think I can peel this piece out. No, that's connected. There must be more cut points I haven't snipped yet. Yeah, down here on the bottom. Okay. Careful. Okay. Okay. All right, that should free up the rest of it, I think. I don't like being in these tight spaces. It's real easy, especially on these bigger ships, to get yourself crushed that way.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, here we go. Oh, shoot, shoot! Like that. Hey, 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 hey! No. Get up here. Ugh. I talk about how careful you have to be, I just don't actually do it. What?
Penalty applied. Processing object.
Oops, that wasn't supposed to go in the furnace. Oh well. It's fine. This is why we're on free play. So things like this don't matter so much. Alright. Okay. It's actually only a tiny percentage of the overall cost of the thing anyway, so. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where we're going to have to start dealing with the actually dangerous parts of this ship. What? I saw it come off. There it goes. Let's get this over to the processor. See, it's really tricky to get these past the furnace when the ship gets so big. Ugh. You also have to be careful not to fall in the furnace yourself. The pull on these things is crazy big. It is real easy to accidentally get too close. Wait, wait! Overshot. Wait, 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 wait! Get back over here! Come on. Come on. I think I got it. Yep, there we go. Alright, come on down. Bend it down and push. There we go. Okay.
Credits awarded.
Okay. Now, I can pop the thruster caps, I think. I don't think that triggers anything. Yeah. No, don't go past it. Go in there. Okay. And then I can probably pull this whole piece off now, because it's not connected to the thruster anymore. We'll need to be a little careful to make sure we don't grab the whole ship, but I I think we can do it.
Credits deposited.
We'll have to do it with tethers, though. Whoa, 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 whoa! Come on, mouse. There we go. Let's just pull that straight back. Good, good. Okay. I need to get a new mouse or something. It's clicking when it's not supposed to. Alright, we need to make sure it's clear of the thruster. Good. Now, very carefully, let's grab this and pull it over there. We might have a problem. It's getting a little close to the furnace for my liking, but I think we're actually okay. Yep, I think we're clear. Alright, let's give it pull this way to try and keep it out of that furnace. Clears that wall, we should be good. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. Now we can clear that. Now we can tell it, hey, go right on in there. Beautiful. Could not have gone better. Let's see if we can do it again. Alright, first, did I pop either of these yet? I have not. Let's go ahead and pop the thruster caps. Okay, these are pretty light, so we don't need to really worry about them.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Excellent. Okay, and we'll pop this one. There we go. All right, now let's take this up. Careful! Whoa! No, 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 no! Oh. Oh, wow.
Transferring credits.
I'm actually not sure what happened there, to be honest. Okay. Whew. Okay, now let's grab this and we'll pull it straight back. We need to get this out far enough so that we can pull it around the thrusters. While we're at it, I'm going to break that off because I can send that through separately. Okay, good. Let's pull this rail out. There we go. Okay, excellent.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Now, I want to take that and we're going to pull it up here. We're going to go up and over. That's fine. I just need to get it above the ship. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, now let's pull it forward. Pull it that way. Excellent. Okay, good. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. Now I can grab this side and say, hey, go on in there. Just like that. Okay. And that'll make its way over there eventually. All right, one more. There it goes.
Valuable object processed.
What is that? You see that? What is that? A door console. Did I miss it? Hold on. Hold on. No. Come on. There it is. I must have missed it when I fired it at the barge.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying.
Anything else I missed? No, I think we're good. Okay. All right. Now, let's try getting this out of here. So we'll start by pulling it straight back. Is that working? I think it's working. It is moving real slow though. Why is it moving so much slower than the others? Not sure, but it is working. Okay. Real easy. Need to make sure we don't hit the thrusters or we'll send the whole ship spinning. And that'll be a bad day. Alright. Come on. You can do it. Just a little bit more. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Now, let's pick the whole thing up here. When we get it above the ship, we do the same thing we did with the last one. We'll pull it up above the ship, pull it forward towards the hab, and then shunt it over into that processor when it gets over there. We just need to be real careful not to hit these. Ooh. Oh, we might bump it. Oh, we bumped it. But I think it's okay. I think we're okay. All right, we're up. Excellent, clear that. Now, we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna pull it out there. Doesn't really matter where, just make sure it's going up. Beauty, look at that. Excellent. Whew. I wasn't sure we'd be able to get those off of there, especially with it being so close to the furnace. But we did it. Alright, so we just wait for that to pull forward up to about here, and then we'll shunt it over into that processor there. And then we'll clear out some more of these rooms, and then we'll deal with the reactor. Alright, I think we're good. Let's loop around this side. Now we're going to grab that and say, hey, go right on down in there. And we can even speed it up by running more than one. Do, 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 do. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it. All right. Now. Whew. Okay. All right, next step. I don't think I can do anything with these parts floating around. In the campaign mode, you can collect them. But I don't think there's anything we can do in this mode. Alright, let's deal with the inside now. Actually, kind of want to come at this from the bottom, I think. Oh, there's no cut points on the floor? Normally there are cut points you can hit that'll drop the floor out, but I don't see any. There is something going on there, though. There are cut points along the ceiling for something. Let's go check those out. That'd be fine. I just need a way to get these things out. Oh, that's just the rail. That's just the cable railing. Shoot. Are we gonna have to do the reactor next? I don't want to. I don't feel like I'm ready to do the reactor. Alright, hold on. This is all tied together, right? Yeah. What do I do? What do I do? I would really like to break apart all this stuff first, but I don't think this comes apart. Well, these must open or something, right? Can pop the fuses. Is there really no control panel for the cargo doors? What is that? That's the fuse. Object pickup part. Atmosphere regulator. Fuses. What is that? Thruster fuel tank. I guess we can try the reactor. I don't like it though. Manual override to extract a thruster. Let's see if I can just do this. Okay. This doesn't just... Oh, it just comes off. Wow. Okay, and since we've already cracked open the floor, I can just yeet. Okay.
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay. Send that down in there.
Salvage secured.
And one more. There we go. Okay. That's the thrusters. Excellent.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
So all these fuel pipes, theoretically, I can take out now. If I just cut it here. let's see, the fuel pipe. Oh, it all goes into the processor. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. There we go. It's 2. Now I should be able to pop this one up. Send it in there. I've got this little fuel pipe. And send that in there. Now, I probably can't take this whole pipe off, huh? No. No, that would be too good. I have a light here somewhere, don't I? I'm pretty sure I have a light. What is my... grapple cutter, scanner, misc, helmet light. 5 and L. There we go, that's better. I do not want to try cutting that right now. Okay. These thermal spreaders don't seem to be connected to the ECU. I don't remember exactly how to do this. So, okay, hold on. So one thing I know we can do... You know what? I actually am going to cut this pipe. Oh, crap. It is right next to that coolant pipe. And... let me pop some of these panels off. There's the reactor.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Let's see if I can do this without blowing up the whole back of the ship this time.
Processing valuable object. Credits.
Even just taking these panels off is making me real nervous. Okay. Here we go. Slip that out. Here we go. Okay.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Okay, one more panel. All right, that's all the panels. Okay. Let me get down to that computer there. Okay, okay. Hold on. Let me go take a look at the ECU. I haven't cut the power yet, specifically because I think if I kill the power, I can't use the ECU, and I think using the ECU is a critical part of dealing with the reactor. Okay. ECU terminal. Okay. Okay, reactor's ticking. Let's get out of here. Yep. Yep, I'm working on it. Oh, okay, we're gonna get out here. Spin around here. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Would you stop that?
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid.
That's fine. Just want to get these coolant pipes out of here so I can pull off the reactor without hitting anything. And yeet! Whoo!
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
And that is how you deal with a level 2 reactor without blowing the ship up.
Object accepted for processing.
Okay. Now we can deal with this mounting plate. Okay. Let's get this panel. Okay, is there anything else really that hazardous on here? I don't think so. We can pull the power, we can pull the thermal spreaders. I don't think there's anything special about any of this now. So I think...
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Okay, there's the power generator. Get that out.
Salvage deposit secured. Credit.
What's going on down there? Coolant pipe, fuel pipe. We got the reactor, we got all the radiation filters. Coolant's done. Reactor's done. I think that's all the dangerous stuff. I think now it's just a matter of peeling the rest of the pieces off and cutting up the ship and sending it through. And that's not the most interesting thing. So I might just call it here.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
There we go. Get that out there.
Salvage secured.
Okay. Let's see. Let's look through here, see if there's anything else interesting. I wish I knew how to open these. Surely you don't just have to cut them open. Why is my guy breathing hard all of a sudden? I'm not running out of oxygen. That's weird. Yeah, this is not a particularly great ship layout because it doesn't have a lot of cut points, so I'm gonna have to cut through some of these walls and things. Which I never really liked doing. Now let's cut through the floor. It's a little bit more convenient than cutting through the walls. Get this out of the way. As long as you're cutting things that are going to go in the furnace anyway, it's usually not a significant loss of credits. There we go. And now, that gives us easy access to get rid of some of this junk. Get that in there. There we go. Barge that. Where'd the mattress go? Mattress goes in the furnace. And then what I can do is I can come up in here and start throwing all of this barging stuff down that way. Leave that here for a minute. Hold on. You go down there too. That stays here. That goes down. That goes down. Pull the door panels. Okay, that's going to go in the furnace. Pull the bar lights. I think that's it. Okay. Next. Whoa. Okay, and right there. Excuse me? Come on. There. Okay.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Okay. Get that out of here. Door panels.
Salvage deposit registered.
That light. Okay. We do want to cut this off. Because this hoist goes to the barge. Let's see, we have an atmosphere regulator here.
Applying credit.
We'll pop this cable railing down because this goes in the processor. Is that gonna fit through there? That goes in the furnace. It sure did.
Material deposited.
Okay.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Alright. Anything else? Not in this one. A bar light. Another door panel. All these little things don't really matter too much. They're pretty... I think I said before, they're kind of low. They're such a small percentage of the overall total that they're really not worth the time to peel them out. I do the bar lights because they're bigger. They're not really any more valuable though. I think they're only 3,000. When you're talking about hundreds of thousands or millions of credits, 3,000 credits is not really worth my time. Alright. Pop that one. Let's see if we can get that out of here. Come on. There we go. Is that gonna... I don't know if that's gonna fit through there. See, like this, just this cable rail is 61,000 credits. Which we can get much easier. Whoop. By knocking out this back wall. Okay. Let's send this thing out that way. Now I know it'll fit out here. Just need to get it to turn. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. I forgot about the fuses. These are a thing. I don't exactly remember. They have something to do with the reactor. I didn't do that. These can go down there. This. Shoop. Can I get this to fit back in here? Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That can go that way. And we can just shoot all of these right down through there. Beautiful. Right out the bottom. Just chuck them all down there.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay. What is that? That is a bar light. We will chuck that down there. There's another terminal. Storage bin. Okay, another door handle. Okay. Get that down there.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
All right, that's this room. So this room's done. This room is done. That's the cockpit. That's done. Right, we still need to chuck these down. Let me get down here. How is this connected to the wall? With the coolant pipe. Is there a cut point here? There is not. Okay. There is an atmosphere regulator that I can yeet down there. And a light. A couple lights. And a door panel. Okay. Probably the best thing to do is just cut that away. And now see if we can get this to fit. There, no, go. Yes. Beauty. Right out the bottom. Okay, that room's done. So we still have all that stuff wrapping around the cockpit to do. What do we got here? There's no cut point here, though. Which means we need to cut these beams away to get this piece out. There we go. Come on. See if I can push it out. There we go. Excellent. See, I lost what? Well, let's see. We can actually calculate it, can't we? So this containment unit is 430,000 credits. How much do I have to destroy to get rid of it? Or to get it out? 3,000 per side. So 3, 6. Oh, not even. That's 1. So 3, 4, 5. And we didn't actually lose that one, so it's still connected. Another 3, so maybe 9,000, 10,000 total. But you lose the 10,000, but you gain 430,000. So not much of a contest. Okay, those panels don't need to go anywhere. I would like to detach this coolant pipe if I could. Let's cut it right there. Oh yeah, now the whole pipe comes up. Look at that. Okay. Wow. One whole piece. Look at that. Whoop. Okay, hold on. Let's use a tether. Because I am not going to be able to get that to go where it's supposed to go. Look at that. Come on. Get down in there. You can do it. It'd be hilarious if it hooked the jack and pulled the whole jack in with it. I don't think the jacks can move, so I don't think it can actually do that, but that'd be hilarious. Come on. Get on in there. There it goes. Beautiful. Okay. This is looking pretty good. What do you got there? What is that? Scrap goes in the furnace. Okay. So that's clear now. This is clear. Oh. Air filter barge. What? Okay. I guess I can cut this out.
Salvage deposit accepted.
That works. Where'd the other half of it go? I don't know. Okay. All right, let's take another pass. We still have that front area to do. We'll figure that out in a minute. This is all furnace to... Oh, we have another radiation unit here. Let's hop down below and pop this out. Here we go. Just cut right along these lines. Nice and easy. What is that? Chuck that in the furnace. Alright, is this free? It is not. What did I miss? Right there. No? Oh, and there. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now we can head up inside. Give it a little push. Okay. Oh, come on. And give it a big push. Okay. Anything else on the bottom? There's some stuff in the back there we need to take a look at. Nothing over here though. Yeah, this is all good. Okay, anything in here? Nope, this is all furnace. All furnace there. Good, good. Yep, all furnace here. Hop over into this side. All clear there. Alright, what do we got in here? Got a door panel. We can yeet down there. What is that?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. Pop that off. This all looks good.
Deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay. We have a little bit more in here to do. Let's just cut a hole in the floor here. This will let us get some of this stuff out real easy. You know the drill. There we go. Chuck that in the furnace.
Material processed. Credits deposited.
Gives us easy access to the barge. Okay, we want to take out this hoist. Chuck that down there. Let's go ahead and take out this rail. Is that it? Is it free? It sure is. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, see, you have to be careful. The whole ship's tilting now. Okay, I need to pop this back panel off anyway. So, oh, never mind. Well, no. Okay, I do because I want to get this bottom piece out, but... Let's just pop that off. Is this detached yet? Nope. More. There we go. Now it's detached. Pop that up and throw it in the processor. Okay. Door panel. We should be able to get this guy out now. No, what are you doing? Go down. Ugh. Okay. Get it out. Throw that over there.
Processor deposit accepted.
Oof. Okay. Almost done. Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
Deposited. Applying credit to account.
That. Okay. All this is furnace. There's some stuff in here that needs to barge. Including this air filter. Barge. No, go down. Okay, and all these little pieces will go in the furnace.
Credits deposited.
Oh, there's a couple pieces hanging out down here. What is that? There. Okay. There's some junk. And some more junk. Okay. Let's see. We have a little bit in here. And then we will throw this whole thing in the furnace. Feed the furnace gods. Gotta make a sacrifice. Keep the furnace gods happy. Lest ye be eaten.
Salvage deposit
Whoops.
confirmed.
Nope, it made it. Okay. Alright, is that everything for this one? I think so. I need to figure out how to pop... I'm not sure how to pop this off. I can try... Okay, hold on. That's all furnace. That's processor. That's furnace. I can try popping it here. That's processor. That's furnace. See, this feels way too clunky to be the right way to do this. But I don't really see an alternative. Doesn't look like there's any control panels that I can see. Okay, are you free yet? No. Above cut grade? What? I don't know. I don't know how to get that out of there, and I'm not inclined to keep trying. Oh, maybe I can cut... Oh, wait a minute. Oh! There's a bunch of stuff in here. Hold on. Let's get this stuff out of here. Is there an air filter floor here? No? Okay, then I'm just gonna cut a big old hole in the floor. There we go. Alright. That goes in the furnace. And all this stuff
Credits assigned.
goes right down there. There we go. Look at that.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits
Beautiful. Okay. Give me this.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Hold on. That goes in there.
Valuable object processed.
Take this beam out. That goes in there. What else have we got? That goes in there, it looked like. Okay. Whoop. Okay. And
Registered. Transferring
that one.
credits.
Okay. I think that's everything.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Let's take another sweep. I have no idea how to get those doors off, so we are not going to worry about that. There's a couple more bar lights I missed. No, okay. Good. Anything notable here? Can't do anything with the purple ones in free play mode. What are those? Thermal plates. Those go in the furnace, so that's fine. That's it. Oh, look at that! The front came off. Excellent! Beauty! Now we can just take that, send it right on into the processor. Now, grab a second one. Come on. Get in there. And meanwhile, it is time. Oh. Wait, what is that? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, these are the cargo doors that I can't figure out how to open. Okay, that's fine. I guess I could try cutting this beam. Or not. All right. You know what? It's okay. An extra sacrifice for the furnace gods. So now we take this, we feed the whole thing right on in there. Right on in there. Come on. You can do it. Really? It is just not going, is it? Alright, that's fine. No, that's fine. That just means we gotta cut it up. Let's just try cutting it right down the middle. Actually, can I use... Hold on. Can I use... charge for this? I've never done this. I've never used a charge for anything other than high-grade cutting. Let's see what happens. If I do this. If this works, it'll be so cool. Okay. Put one there. Put one here. We have infinite. There's no way this works, right? Okay, that's fine. Put one there. I'm just going to line the whole ship with them. Right? There's no way this works. Holy crap, it worked! Look at that! It cut that whole thing right in half! Almost pretty precision, too. Like, that's not bad. And now the tethers can do their job. Yo!
Material deposited. Account
That was awesome. All right, let's get a bunch of tethers going the other way too, and pull the other half this way. There we go. That's incredible. I can't believe that worked.
material deposited.
Wow. And now I just got to clean up all these little scraps. Yo! Okay. There we go. Beautiful. All right, any other scraps that I'm missing? It doesn't look like it. Excellent. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's just an item. Okay. Nothing we can do anything with. Hey, where'd my tethers go? We must feed the furnace gods. Not that button. This button. Careful. I want to feed it the ship, not myself. There. Okay. That should do the trick. Come on. This ain't so bad when you have infinite tethers, but still. Like, could you get a move on? How we doing? What is that? An item. Okay. Can't do anything with that in free play. Come on. You can do it. What is that? Oh, just a little red light. Okay. Come on! Oh, oh, I think my tethers on this side are starting to give out. Accept my sacrifice, O great furnace. Ugh. Oof. There we go. Oh, it's picking up speed.
Material
There it goes.
credits transferred.
Yes. There it goes. One of them's going. Not sure which one. Oh, are we losing some stuff? Nope. That's just another item. Come on. What's going on here? All right, hold on. Let's try this. Four, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll pull some from back here too, maybe. What is going on? Why did it stop? It got stuck. Can I?
Salvage
Woo!
destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Don't you question my training. And then this one also needs the tethers. What is going on? Why are these not going in? This furnace hungers. Ugh. Like it's never eaten before. Whenever I pass a little bit too close, but when I actually want to throw a ship in there, I mean, to be fair, this is a really big ship to be doing this with, but still. Get in there. Is it even moving? I can't tell. I think it's moving. Ugh. Yeah, that one is definitely moving.
Deposit accepted.
Yes, there it goes. Feed. course, it's going to destroy all my tethers while it's doing that. But if it's getting eaten, hopefully it's close enough that it doesn't still need tethers. This one, on the other hand, what is going on over here? I think it's caught.
Raw materials accepted.
I can't... No? Wait, is it moving?
Raw material deposited.
Why is this one not moving at all? Oh yeah, there it goes. That one's gone. Alright, that one got eaten up. Now why is this one not going in? It's right at the precipice. I don't understand why it's not going. Let's just...
Materials accepted.
Get in there. I don't want to get much closer because it's going to pull me in. Go! Stupid. Oh. I think I'm making it mad.
Deposited.
Oh, there it goes. It's moving again. I think we got it. Yes! Excellent. Just needed a little nudge, that's all.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Beautiful. Look at that. Always feed your furnace gods.
Deposit accepted.
Excellent. All right, let's get out of here. And that's how it's done. I don't think... Can we even buy anything on free play? Is there anything here? You sure can. Alright. Whew. Look at that. Destroyed only 4.9%, but we salvaged 94.9%. It thinks there was a little bit left. It's wrong. And that's how you do it. All right. Well, that was fun. Kind of a relaxing game. Highly recommended. It's on sale on Steam right now. If you guys want to pick it up. Like I said, kind of a little bit of a short career, but lots of fun. Nice and relaxing. I really enjoyed playing this game, and I am so excited to hear that the devs got the rights back, and I am hoping they make some more, either a sequel or DLC or something. It would be amazing to see more of this game. So, but I think with that, we will call it a night. That took me a lot longer than I was expecting. It took me like 2 hours. So, my friends, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.